This is a kitchen table, the place politicians say everyday Americans go to figure out tough financial questions. These are goldfish crackers, a crunchably delicious snack time treat. We bring the two together in this critical election year to help answer a question voters ask about the candidates and their plans. Will we be better off in 4 years from now than we are today? Let's sit down at the kitchen table and take a look. Using data from the U.S. Census Bureau and rounding to the nearest thousand, in 2007, the mean household income for the bottom fifth of American households was $12,000. For the lower middle fifth, the mean household income was $29,000, with the middle fifth registering a mean household income of $50,000. The upper middle fifth was $79,000, and the top fifth's mean household income was $168,000. Now that's pre-tax income before we start taking out things like food, transportation, medical, and housing costs. When you factor those costs in, let's see what we have left. For the bottom fifth of American households, once you deduct expenditures for food, housing, transportation, and medical, the annual household income drops to minus $7,000. The lower middle fifth ends up with $4,000. The middle fifth has $16,000 left. The upper middle fifth has $36,000. And the top fifth has $99,000 left. So what about 4 years from now? Well, using analysis of both candidates' tax plans by the Nonpartisan Tax Policy Center and applying CPI data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, we developed some forecasts as to what a John McCain or Barack Obama household income might look like in 2012. If we put our fish in John McCain's basket, the mean household income in 2012 for the bottom fifth of Americans would be $12,000. The pre-tax household income for the lower middle fifth, $32,000. The middle fifth projected up to $54,000. The upper middle fifth with a projected mean household income of $87,000. And finally, the top 20% projected at $186,000. But what's happened to the cost of everyday items during this time? Using CPI data and creating a formula based on past historic performance of the economic philosophies espoused by both candidates, here's what we project remains in 2012 for each of these households. The pre-tax income remaining for the bottom 20% of households after deducting expenditures for food, housing, transportation, and medical is forecasted at minus $8,000. For the lower middle fifth, $4,000 remains. For the middle fifth, there's $18,000 left. For the upper middle fifth, there's $41,000 left. And for the top 20% of households, we estimate a remaining $112,000 of pre-tax income. And as for Senator Obama, at the end of an Obama first term, we forecast the mean household income for the bottom 20% of American households to be $14,000. For the lower middle fifth, the estimated mean household income in 2012 is $35,000. The middle fifth is $59,000. The upper middle fifth projected household income is $93,000. And the forecasted mean household income in 2012 for the top fifth of Americans is $195,000. But what about the cost of everyday items? food, transportation, health, medical. Let's take a look. Under Barack Obama, in 2012, we project the remaining after-tax income for the bottom 20% to be minus $6,000. For the lower middle fifth, we project $7,000. The middle fifth has $23,000 remaining. The upper middle fifth at $46,000. And the top 20% with $120,000. So, in 2012, whose tax plan and economic philosophies offer Americans the best shot at being better off than they are today? If you're in the bottom 20% of American households, with Barack Obama, be plus $1,000. With John McCain, minus $1,000 from where you are today. Though it should be noted in both cases, you're still looking at a negative amount of remaining income after expenditures on food, housing, transportation, and medical. For the lower middle fifth of American households, we predict an additional $3,000 of remaining pre-tax income with Barack Obama in 2012, and with John McCain, it'll be the same as you have today. For the middle fifth of American households, we forecast an additional $7,000 of remaining pre-tax income under Barack Obama in 2012, and with John McCain, we predict an additional $2,000 in remaining pre-tax income. For the upper middle fifth of American households, with Barack Obama, we estimate an additional $10,000 in remaining income after expenditures for food, housing, transportation, and medical. And with John McCain, you'll have an additional $5,000. And finally, for the top 20% of American households, we forecast an additional $21,000 in remaining income with Barack Obama after expenditures on food, housing, transportation, and medical, versus an additional $13,000 with John McCain. For a detailed explanation of the formulas and data behind these numbers, comparison charts, and to-the-dollar forecasts for each income bracket, please visit KitchenTable08.org. KitchenTable08.org.